There we go. We are live this morning. Morning, everybody. Happy Friday. We are live with the Entrepre-Doers this morning with two special guests. But I'm always here with my buddy Pittsburgh Anthony and
What
Nate.
up?
Every day I'm hustling / vaping. A beautiful wife, Destiny. And today we are joined by Joesph and Jazlyn.
Hello.
Figured we'd throw a little bit different spin. We're always interviewing the entrepreneurs, getting their side of what it's like to run a business and how to do the startups and how they got involved. But I figured we'd touch on and maybe hear from a little different gallery and see what the kids feel about being part of an entrepreneurial reselling family and how they feel that they're affected versus their friends that go to normal schooling, have parents that punch the normal clock, and how they feel that they differ in their lives versus, and do they like it? And I didn't script anything. I didn't really tell them anything about what the show was going to be about because I wanted it to be unscripted and natural answers without any like pre-influence or anything. So I just thought I'd throw a different spin on a Friday and kind of close it out risky because, well, kids, you never know what they're going to do.
You spelled Jazlyn's name wrong. It goes Jazlyn. It's okay. I had been part.
Oh. Yeah, it's Jazlyn. Lisa, she's got Jacqueline.
Oh,
where is that?
We call her Jazz or Jazzy for short. And they do have a YouTube channel. I dropped a link in there earlier. I can drop it again. That they can tell you about a little bit. They only have one video up as of now, but they do have footage to get up.
Yeah.
But I told them if they want to have a YouTube channel,
I have to edit.
They're doing the work. I ain't doing the work. So we got. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Mm-hmm.
Tell them a little bit about yourself.
So I'm Joesph, and I'm kind of like a mini Derek. I like playing with Hot Wheels and collecting track most of the time. And I also like going to the bins. It's my favorite place to get sourcing.
And you're how old?
13.
I'm Jazlyn, and I kind of like the mini pixie. I like anything that's glittery. Just sprinkle it over Dad. He always ends up with literally like glittery spots on his face, and me and Joesph always blame Mom's mini pixies.
Yep.
And that is true. Somehow I always end up with glitter on my face.
And we just recently started having glitter in the house.
No, so I don't know where I picked that up from.
It's been going on for a long time.
Maybe it's in your foundation, Tommy.
It might be. It's probably from when I'm cross-dressing at night. Hey, I told you I try to generate multiple streams. But it's kind of be an open forum. Chat is more than welcome to ask the children anywhere. Why don't you tell them a little bit about what you guys want to do at YouTube? Let's start with that.
What we want to do with YouTube, we just want to take it and we just want to turn it into a fun thing for kids. And tasting stuff for kids. See, and people let's say it's like a random night. Let's see.
Anyways, we're not picky.
No.
Unless it comes to sardines. Those are gross.
Oh yeah, those are really good.
Right. But I mean, what's your channel geared towards? What's it going to be about?
Like taste testing videos.
Yeah. Sampling new foods.
Uh-huh.
Like the Chocodella.
That was really good.
Sounds like something me and Anthony would like to do.
Yeah.
We like food.
You know what we should do whenever Tommy comes to Pittsburgh? We should live stream the Chinese buffet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
I can go for some
Yeah.
sushi.
We'll have a buffet full day. We'll go to Denny's and then we'll go to the Chinese buffet.
Yep.
And Flippin' Critters asked you a question.
No, we haven't did that yet. We haven't tried the Pop Rocks.
Yeah, not yet.
They're just sitting on the shelf gathering dust.
We're just waiting for it's not that, we're just waiting for the right time. We just got a bunch of other things we gotta test first.
So let's do something a little bit different, Anthony. I know that normally you say the good mornings, but how about we have them greet people?
I think that'd be a good idea.
And then the first person in our chat every morning gets a brownie point. So here's where you scroll. Start at the top. You gotta announce the first person that was in chat this morning, so we know who gets the brownie points for today, and then just scroll down and say good morning to everybody. There's a note. So who's the first person today for brownie points? It'd be the very top.
Just me, Cassie.
No, that's at the top. Who's the first person?
Oh, GM is good morning. So Stephen Ogrens, S&S Scroggins.
Yep.
Oh.
Good morning to you.
Bargain Brown, like barn.
Okay.
He gets a brownie point. Wait, what's the brownie point supposed to be?
Okay, so for 1 month straight, the first person that's in the chat gets a brownie point. At the end of the 30 days, person with the most brownie points gets a brownie prize sent to them from me and Anthony.
A brownie?
Yep, something to do with a brownie.
Fudge.
Did you have you ever sent somebody a brownie?
This is our first month.
Oh.
Fudge.
Okay, so
We should send them also brownie crumbs from Nate's beard.
There we go.
Good morning, BK, vintage and flipping. Vending and flipping.
I don't see no more good mornings.
You gotta introduce everybody, Joseph.
Right down and just say
Reseller King. Good, hello.
Good morning, Reseller King. We got what else?
Oh, what?
Good morning, just me, Kathy.
Good morning, Kelly, the Econ Mom Ward.
Good job.
Justin. Good morning, Justin.
who's that? Say it, Jazlyn.
Good morning. It's the flipping Grooters.
Okay, next.
Good morning, old school picker.
Good morning, Mitchell.
Michelle.
Michelle.
Good morning,
sorry.
Lisa C.
Hey.
Another Lisa C. Good morning, Meshireen.
Misha.
What?
You guys know who these people
Yeah,
are.
it has weird names most of the time.
You hear them, but
Meshireen.
Good morning, Lantar Picker.
What up, Craig?
They know they could read that one real well.
Morning, Pittsburgh. That's in the chat.
Good morning, Perla Precious.
There you go. All right, I think.
Are you supposed
All right,
Perla's
let's see if there's
Precious.
anybody else.
Yeah.
Oh,
Second
there's
hand.
somebody else.
Second hand.
Go up a little bit.
Good morning, second hand everything.
Second hand and everything.
All right.
I'm like all in the camera.
So I think we got everybody. If we missed anybody, we apologize.
They're new.
Good morning, everyone. To the people
They
that
really
realize-
do know how to read.
So just in general, like I say, we're just kind of here to get their input on what they feel about being part of the entrepreneur family. Somebody else just jumped in.
Oh,
Good morning, Cody Brogue. Cody Brogue.
Cody Bra.
Cody Raw.
Not bra. So I mean, do you guys have any questions?
Do you mean Nate?
Yeah. You guys, people in the chat. I mean,
What?
I'll keep an eye on.
My first thing is I just want to give Joey a fist pump through the screen for saying that his favorite place of source is the bins at age 13.
You gotta give them a fist bump.
There.
Okay.
Damn.
What
I
do
gotta
you
give Jazz one too though because she likes the Pittsburgh Steelers now.
Yeah, fist bump.
what do you like about the bins? I mean, why is that your favorite place?
Cause we get to look through the bins and find like, cause I found those wine. Oh yeah, I found those. I'm not used to this. I like those wind up, like, cause we found 3 wind up Mario Kart things.
Look at the camera. You look cross-eyed.
All right.
I'm trying to get him in the habit to look at the camera.
So last time we went to the bins, we found 3 wind back, like pull back Mario Kart things. They come apart. Most of it comes apart. We found out that Donkey Kong's head comes off.
Creepy.
We lost his head somewhere in my room.
I gave that to him.
I'm pretty sure it went under my couch. Anyways, so right now we have a headless Donkey Kong in my room.
Oh yeah, every time it falls, it just
Pops off.
So what's your favorite part of the bins?
Just finding cool stuff.
wearing gloves.
Huh? What?
Wearing gloves. I don't know. I just for some reason. I like it.
Don't ask me why.
I like wearing cause when we work and stuff. I like how when we wear the gloves, it just when it fits, it's just and you just just feels weird.
Yeah, my
like
gloves
gloves.
broke, so I just go to the bins, no gloves.
My gloves are too small. They went up to here. That's sad.
I hope that answered your question, but I doubt it.
What?
All right.
Good morning, Glenn.
Hello, Reseller
Up in
King.
Facebook.
Oh, I don't care.
Oh, okay.
Where'd you guys go?
I didn't know if that was a question or not.
No, cover gloves are a must when digging in the bins.
Cats. Most of the
So
time.
let me ask you guys this, Joey and Jazz. What do you guys want to do when you grow up? Do you have any idea of what type of job you want to do, or if you want to be an entrepreneur like mom and dad over there? Or just curious to know what your guys' hopes and dreams are.
Being a
I
singer.
want to be a bug scientist, an
Wanna be a-
anthropologist.
Anthropologist.
Yeah,
I want to be
anthropologist.
a singer and what he just said.
A-
A bug.
You don't
singer.
even like picking most
Right.
of the time.
So you sing to the bugs?
Most of the time.
I
Once when we were at a campground, there was this pine tree. It had a lot of these goldenish, silverish beetles.
I love.
I grabbed a
those.
handful of those because those are harmless. And I just like, hey Jazlyn, I have a gift for you. And I just went like this. And she jumps and screams to the other side of the park.
Because I didn't know at first what they were, if they were harmless or not.
I said they were harmless.
Okay, we got a question. BK Vending and Flipping says, question, do your kids currently buy and sell stuff, or do they just help dad look for items to sell?
We mostly just help them look for stuff to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not in the investing stage. What it is I send them out on missions to find me things that they feel are of value. And if they come back with a certain value amount where I'm going to make money, then they get to get things for themselves that they want. But they can't just go to the bins, dig in, and find a bunch of personal stuff that they want for themselves.
Like mom.
They have to earn. They have to find dad stuff to make money on for them to get the personal stuff.
I think I'm
Yeah.
going to implement that with my kids too when they get older.
When we had our flea market booth, they had, I'd say, what was it? Every other weekend, we let them set up their own booth across from us to sell their own merchandise, and it was usually stuff that I just didn't want to deal with. So it was like all the little quarter items or the dollar box type
The one
stuff.
that-
And what I couldn't get $1 for, these kids could get $3-4 for from people. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm. Jeff sold placemats that you put on your table. They were mismatched. She sold them for, how much was that? She sold them for a lot. We had them in the box for 10 cents a piece items. and she sold them for what, $5 for the set or something like that.
so-
Yeah, to some guy who did not need them. He just thought she was adorable, but she was able to sell those to somebody. And then she had, do you remember the vintage frog plant hanger?
Yes, I love that.
We had that on our table for a quarter, and Jazlyn walked around the whole flea market yelling, "Beautiful frog!" And she sold it for $10. She's got a gift for finding
Weird
items.
stuff and just turning it to cash soon.
Do we do Steve's question?
Here we got this one here.
Yeah.
Steven Scroggin says, Joesph and Jazlyn, what are your hobbies?
I like racing Hot Wheels mostly and playing with bugs.
Motorcycle riding and playing with bugs.
And now my new one is playing marbles.
Honestly,
we just need to find a good spot.
Motorcycle riding, honestly, wanting to ride a horse and play with bugs.
And mini golf.
Got a raid going on.
This is going to lead into a story, but Don the Bargain Hunter asked, would you eat the bugs?
I wouldn't, but once when Jazlyn was little,
she let me say it.
A horsefly.
Because she's trying to pin me.
Oh, she's
wacky.
Okay, let me say, I'll tell you what the things that I used to eat, and this last insect, I said, nope, I'm not doing it no more. So I first started out and I picked up an ant. It was a fire ant, and God did it hurt when I bite my tongue. It hurt. I stirred in my mouth. I was like, it felt it. Honestly,
she picked up the ant because Joey was analyzing it, and she wanted to make Joesph cry. So she picked the ant up and ate it in front of him. And he cried.
And Joey had a pet worm. Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't.
Now, this isn't something that she doesn't currently walk around and go outside and get lunch, but
this is when she was little. She used to do things just to make her brother cry.
I took this worm and I split it in half and ate one half instead of the other thing.
Yeah.
You end up eating the head part because it didn't move.
What's the next question? I'm really getting grossed out.
Lisa C. Don't ever Google how many bugs you swallow when you sleep.
I know I eat 2 spiders at least a night.
We have a Norgus raid. Did you see that?
Oh, good morning, Norgus.
Morning, Norgus.
And AJC Mac TV. Hello, good morning. Wait, good morning, Jick Magic TV. Good morning.
Jolene says, love to you all.
Love to you all too.
Luckily, a worm can regrow itself.
Much love.
And
from just me, Kathy.
And to put a little clarity on what they're trying to do with their YouTube channel, is they're experimenting with foods that they've like never had. They're not like going to McDonald's and getting some nuggets and doing a review on them.
Good morning.
They have one video up where they tried the Chocodilla fudge covered Twinkies. They never had them before, and then they got some footage where they tried. Would you guys try sardines?
Yep, that's the one I got to work on editing.
And then they got some stuff upstairs, like this raisin bread in a can.
That's in the food pantry.
Is it?
Yeah.
Some raisin bread in a can, like some doomsday prepper type.
Yep. Some
stuff.
What would you call it? Kool-Aid Pop Rocks from the Flippin' Critters when they came.
Flippin' Critters. Yeah, I just like saying that for some reason.
And I believe we have some Gouda cheese. Never heard of it.
It's a Gouda cheese.
It's a Gouda cheese. It's Gouda.
So how do you guys think that your lives as children are different from, say, like Little John's life that has what Jazlyn calls a normal life, where the dad goes, punches the clock, he goes to school all day because you guys are homeschooled.
Yeah, he
Uh,
goes. He
Yep.
he
We know
goes
he's
to,
in school.
He goes to
So
school
we know
and stuff. And like,
How do you feel?
it makes your life different from his by what we do in our lifestyle versus what you classified normal lifestyle of all your friends.
I would have to say like when he because when he's at school and when me and Joey are done with school, it's kind of like it's playing with one person's like
Boring.
Yeah, so we just we sit or we go on the computer for free time when we're done with like schooling and stuff, and wait till 3 or 4, usually 4, because he does his homework.
Yeah, it gets boring once in a while, having nothing really to do.
Yeah, Adam or they have nothing much to do in this town. Like nothing.
So in other words, being part of a reseller family is boring for children.
Sometimes, not all the time. Just sometimes.
You guys need to move to Pittsburgh. We have lots of stuff to do.
Yes.
Lots of bins.
What do you like about it? Is there anything you like about it?
Yes, finding the things and like doing a challenge.
So you like the challenges? Okay, Joey.
Sourcing. I like the sourcing.
Everybody likes the sourcing part.
Also, VK vending, I believe. He says he has a bag of old marbles somewhere in his house. So I got excited. It's up there, like up in the chat now.
Oh.
Yeah, but at this point, I'm sure that Paul's lost his marble.
Big bag of old marbles. Somewhere.
Like, is it like this big?
VK vending and flipping.
Is it like this big?
How big is the bag, do you think?
Pickled pig's feet. Oh, there's an idea for you guys.
I believe we have something like that. Something like
it's.
Yeah, what do you got? Oh, they got a jar of pickled turkey gizzards to try.
Yum.
I know where it is. Mom had me take it down.
It's all the way upstairs. That's right.
No, it's not upstairs.
Guys, no.
I probably should have rethought this a little better.
So when's Dad gonna kind of give you guys the reins and let you learn how to list?
I can.
Any interest in doing what Dad does down there on eBay?
Not much.
The
Mostly
photo
just
taking.
discussing.
Photos.
Okay. That's
Jazlyn,
half the battle, Tommy.
Jazlyn loves the camera, so yeah, if I can get her to take good photos, man, that would be a great help. She has attempted to learn shipping.
Cool.
She's made a couple attempts. She does come down here and help me with shipping at times when we have a bunch of stuff. It's great because I just print out the invoice and then she goes and pulls all the product.
Yeah.
She probably knows my inventory system better than I do.
That ain't good.
She,
Younger generation.
but she went to do. I actually let her do complete shipping one morning. I mean, all the way through, printing the labels, packaging, sending it out. You want to tell them what happened?
I sent in the wrong packages to 2 different people.
I believe they were PJs and a pair of nice dress pants.
Liz Ann Fine says I pickled pig's feet twice, the first time and the last time.
Grin.
But yeah, she the one time I let her take the reins on shipping, she did really good, except with 2 of the packages, she switched the labels. But we're very fortunate that the 2 people she did that with
Actually liked them.
I explained what had happened to them, and they were totally understanding, and we got the right packages to the right people.
Yep.
Took about a week, and they both left positive feedback, which was great.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep. for sure. Gate City Picker said, my kids hate that there are new in the box toys around the house they can't touch. Do you find it hard to leave that stuff alone too?
Sometimes.
That's a good question.
Sometimes.
That's a good question. Yeah.
But what if it's like,
Because I'll have, I do a lot of Nerf stuff.
I can't resist. I
And
love
all of a sudden it's like,
one's working fine. The next one it's like,
yep, I have to
Jam.
make sure, I test them in the store, make sure that they're working or whatever. And then all of a sudden I test it again before, I actually list it. And then I'll test it. I have to test it again before I actually ship it. And there's been issues where a Nerf hit gun something's been broke on it because it's been played with. Or all of a sudden all my Nerf darts are missing. Which doesn't make that a happy camper, especially if it's already been bought and paid for.
Mm-hmm. So then Joey has to go and find all the Nerf pieces, all the little Nerf darts, and bring them back downstairs.
which he has.
Or he now bought a broken Nerf gun.
Yep.
It's a good way to teach him.
Yep.
Morning blue.
He's gotten better. He used to be real bad at it. But
yeah. There's one Nerf gun that I really want. It's the Nerf Long. The farthest flying Nerf dart out there.
I think we
comes
froze.
out like, oh, did we freeze?
No, we froze on the main thingy.
Oh yeah, we did.
All of us froze.
Any good.
we were froze on YouTube.
Yep.
We froze on YouTube.
Are you guys seeing YouTube?
Yeah, you guys are fine.
Right? It's probably just
One.
Okay, I am stuck with my creepy face on. With the
So I have a question. So your dad loves having different businesses and making money different types of ways. Is there a business type or something that you guys would like to do? Like a different type of business, or maybe the reselling if you would pick one?
not really.
I for reselling. I had to say I would do.
Well, I think what he's asking, he's not asking like what type of reseller. Like, is there any kind of business you would like be your own boss at doing anything?
Like how your mom does like the t-shirts, your dad does like reselling goods. Is there that any type of business maybe like different that you would want to have?
Not really.
Not really, but I would do the shirt, the heat press, or the shirt,
Printing.
no, printing the shirt stuff. And I think I'm gonna see if I can get a job for Mom.
I just worked with her the other day,
Weeding, I believe.
teaching her how to do the weeding and stuff, and how to, make sure that you have the right parts that you need to remove and stuff like that. And then, so that's a work in progress with her. She's going to learn with me and help me with that stuff. So
There we go. Good question from BK Benning Flipping. Do you kids, when sourcing, look for specific items for your dad to sell?
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes. And then sometimes I look for Nerf guns that I've never really seen before, and bring it to him to kind of look up.
Mm-hmm. When I look for old toys and electronics that I think that he might be able to sell. Like, let's say
We found an old top once,
we
but
found a really old top, but at a Goodwill store, with the metal tops where you do this and it spins really fast, and then when you let it go, it just spins.
Remember the old vintage tops? Probably 9 inches in diameter. They were tin, and they had that handle you would push up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they found one of those. It was a Disney one, an old Disney one, and we actually got some good money for it.
And then for a computer, old computer wise, which one was? I think there was a monitor. I think there was a monitor one. I think was a monitor.
Lisa C wants to know if you guys get to test all the video games.
No.
We got to test these little these things that are in these orange box container, and you open them and they have the other ones, and you get read you just turn it on and you just they show you the screen, and it's like a movie. And there was a mouse and a motorcycle one, and I really wanted.
Oh yeah,
those.
They were like video storybooks.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't remember
I have the book to
exactly what it was, but we ended up picking up a big lot of them, like 18 of them or something from the thrift store, and it's like I didn't have time to sit there and go through them, so Jazlyn went through and made sure that they worked and the cartridges read, and then Joesph cleaned them up. So Joseph's actually
are really good.
Well, here, you might be able to answer this one, because up in the chat further, Misha asked, "What are your skills, Joey?"
I'm pretty good at cleaning the items that my dad gets. Once there was if I'm correct, I had to clean up it's like a little guitar game thing. It's like a big little, I think it was a leapfrog, but it was big. It had little tiles things that you usually touch and make a noise.
Guitar Hero, that thing?
Yeah.
The guitar.
I don't know. He's cleaned up quite a few. I can't remember everything.
Yeah.
But it was his skills when it comes to helping me out. He's definitely a class A cleaner. Like if I have things that I know I can make money on, but I'm just not getting around to it, like stereos that got a lot of cracks and crevice, the old vintage stereos and stuff. He's very detailed at getting in all the little tiny cracks. And if you have say I don't know what it would be called, but the volume knobs that kind of have a serrating on them so you can grip them, and you got old dirt and gunk and 1,000 of these little lines, he actually gets in there with a toothpick and will clean each individual line.
Yeah, he's a good detailer.
He's good at that. So when it comes to business, he's excellent at a sticker pulling. So he'll come very handy in Amazon FBA type stuff.
Yeah,
nice.
Gotta be very careful pulling them off.
Yeah.
I know I've screwed up a couple packages.
And then as far as cleaning, he's very good. Where Jazlyn, on the other hand, her skill is more, she's got a natural knack for spotting something. I mean, as young as she is, spotting things that are worth money. She just all the time is bringing me and says, "Dad, I think you should look this up. I think you should look this up." Now I'm getting to the point to where it's like, here's my phone. I think you should look it up.
For sure.
We have extra phones that we take with us when we're at the bins or we're at the store, and they get to split up and go down. We pick an aisle, and they each go down the aisle that we give them, and then they have to find 3 items that are high in profit, and then they have to bring them to us, and that's how we get them to.
Yeah, they already know how to comp solds and
Yeah.
and everything on eBay. Joseph's really good at comp and solds.
It sounds like
Jazlyn's getting used to the Amazon app for scanning in the store. She, I give her an aisle and she will go and hit every barcode in that aisle.
She ain't afraid.
I can't wait till I got some kids to help me sort.
There was one time that, I got to tell the story. So there was one time that we were at the store, and Jazlyn, she's 11. She's going to be 12 at the end of the month. And she tells it how it is. She is a mini version of this man right here. Okay. So she was scanning some items, and people kept staring at her that was in the aisle. And she's like, "What? Ain't a girl allowed to scan?" And she went right back to scanning.
that a girl.
You should let her borrow your shirt, Tommy.
Yeah,
What a response.
And it's a blip. It says at Bargain Effect, haven't you mentioned that Jazz also keeps your work area clean? So helpful. I probably spend extra hours week tidying my reselling space. Yeah, they both wanted to be very involved in the business about a year ago. I mean, they were both like, yeah, I want to make some extra money. I want to work for the bargain effect. Blah, blah. So I actually went through a process and I printed out applications and actually made them apply to work for me and what positions they had to put on there, what they felt they'd be good at, why they felt it would be good. You know, they had to get some references. You know, so they had to like talk to their grandma and their friends, so somebody that's going to vouch for them. You know.
Yeah, they tried using me. I was not allowed to be used.
I made them go through the whole process to get hired. That
it's a great experience.
They both were hired like on a children's full time type thing, which now one is like laid off. for lack of showing up to work on time, Jazlyn.
She missed her first day, her very first day. She had a work shirt. There was a schedule written out. Like she missed the first day. We're like, how do you miss your first day of work? Really?
I didn't have my calendar set up that day.
But they were both all gung ho, but yet they've been slipping, you know. So now they're one of them people that work when they want something, when they need money for something. Then it's like, oh, Dad, you got some work. But otherwise, it's like, hey, I thought you were going to sweep my floor for me. Oh, okay, let me go down there and sweep around everything, Joesph. I'm not going to move a chair. I'm not going to slide the garbage can and get around it. I'm just going to.
Yeah.
But they'll get better. I've been kind of scatterbrained too, you know, with the whole T-shirt thing. So I've actually been neglecting my own business down here. So I suppose if the boss is neglecting it, you can't expect the employees to give it full go either, you know.
Yeah.
So I do accept some responsibility for that.
That's a great like life experience. You know what I mean? Going through that process and the references and stuff like that, because, you know, when they get a little bit older, you know, they are going to have to do that. So it gives them a, you know, early go trial run of doing that. And one thing that I'll tell my kids too, you got to make sure to work every day, because some days you might not have any work to do, and then when you need that money, you don't have it. So make sure to work on a steady pace every day. Hustle every day.
Yeah. Absolutely. You hear that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you know, like I say, we've talked about it in the show before. I don't know if it was on here, or if it was when we had the mid morning that we were doing. But I said I want to grow my business into a sellable business. You know, not just something where I'm going to resell as long as I can, and then when I can't do it no more for physical or mental or whatever reasons, you know, I just can't do it anymore, that now I have to live off of whatever I squirreled away. I want to actually make it and build it into a sellable business. And two reasons for that is, well, for one, so I have revenue churning. I can either sell it, so I have something to live off of, so the kids can either take it over, or if the kids don't want to do reselling, because I would never want to force them into like, no, you're going to be a reseller, but so they have something that they could sell to turn into a business of their choice. You know, so I tell them, you got to be involved, because I'm not the type of person that wants to raise entitled children that just walk around feeling, well, I just deserve this because I do. No, they got to help build it. You know, they got to partake in it. They got to participate. I'm not going to build something and say, I did all the hard work. Here you go. You know,
yeah,
they gotta put some sweat into, some sweat equity into this.
And
a little bit of elbow grease.
Yeah, tell them about what you're going to make them do when it's time to turn it over to them. What they have to do certain things before they can just be handed over the business. They actually have to What was that thing you wanted them to go over for a year?
Yeah, they gotta go do some Peace Corps stuff or something in Africa for a year or something. I'm gonna have some sort of guideline. They gotta earn it. They're not just walking into it, you know.
I'll take you on a mission trip.
Yeah, there you go.
What?
One of the mission trips, like who else does that? There was another reselling couple. I don't know that did that, and the guy from the auction, him and his wife do mission trips all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, they need to do something. They need to do a society type of contribution thing out of that. They're not personally going to get any physical benefit out of. They're going to get some like maybe mind and spiritual benefit of doing good and giving back before they're just going to be able to take.
Eric says he
I
doesn't
don't know if that makes sense or not.
That's awesome. Me, Eric Bischoff, Joey, and Jazz. Let's go change the world together, guys.
There you go.
I want to travel too.
Come on.
Sure.
Bring that pixie dust.
There you go.
We'll need it to fly around.
Just save some for Tommy because he needs it for his morning glow.
Kim A says hi, Joesph and Jazlyn.
Hi, Kim A.
There was another question up there, wasn't there?
Oh, is that sport one?
Yeah.
How?
Oh, I think that was BK, right?
Yeah.
That asked if
DK
you-
vending. What sports do we do? I used to do basketball in our driveway. I used to play basketball with one of my dad's friends, I believe, right?
It was your uncle.
Oh, my uncle.
And Uncle Jose.
No, not.
Where's him?
No, I don't remember playing basketball with Uncle Jose. It was just Uncle Andy, me, and his friend, and Dad. At sometimes.
Neither one of them are like honest or have ever partook in like a sporting team, like a school team or a community team or anything like that.
Baseball.
Joesph has just first started getting interested in sports within the last
3 years.
I was going to say like 6 months.
Oh.
I mean, he's actually first shown interest in throwing a football over the last 2 months. He doesn't like anything that's contact related.
Yeah. And I was playing,
if you ask him what type of sports he likes to play, he would say bowling on the Wii. Oh,
yeah, that's a sport. But I like TV.
but now Jazlyn, she hasn't partaken in any sports like on teams or anything, but she's always been like sports active. She's always been into watching the sports and, you know, partaking in like the little neighborhood type sports games.
Yeah, I had a friend. It was like a really old friend from school, and we knew each other since 3rd grade. And he was in 4th grade. I was in 3rd grade.
Okay.
We knew each other, and and then I haven't seen him in about 2 years. But he's at like, you know where like our block, there's that block that is over there, and then he's like lives like.
Okay, he lives over there.
And he plays. He plays in the road because nobody goes. Like he has a whole huge group of friends. Nobody goes across that way. Like literally nobody.
And what sport do they play?
Football. They asked if I could play, and I said, I have to let my dad know first. Yeah.
She
Need to know where they are at all times.
Yes, very much so.
That's why
very much so.
Especially in this town.
So I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Tell us something funny we might not know about Mom and Dad.
Oh, jeez.
Like 2 funny things that we know about
You have
Dad.
to tell one funny thing about us.
Okay. Dad always sings in the morning like weird songs in the bathroom. So funny.
I'd say his mom and dad yelling at each other, joking around while I was like,
Honey,
Mom would say,
where's the coffee? I didn't make a pie yet. Go make the pot then.
Coffee.
That's called being married.
Yeah.
That's every couple does that. Me and my wife do it too.
We actually do play fight, like we do, and the kids are, I don't know, sometimes they think we're serious and other times they think we're joking, but more times they think we're serious and they're like, it's okay, and we're like, we're just messing around. And they're like,
or Dad will be like this.
Jazlyn likes to instigate it.
She is an instigator. Oh yes.
All right, I remember we were at a hotel once. There was a big fire around it, and there was 2 people that were drinking. So
the fire pit.
She
I
starts
was like,
shouting.
what's he talking about? There's a fire around the motel.
the fire, the campfire area.
Yeah,
Oh.
she was saying drink, drink, drink.
Chuck,
Oh,
Chuck,
yeah.
Like that.
Chuck. And then when he was finished, be like, puke, 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 puke.
She's an antagonizer of bad influences.
They were college kids, and I was like, yep, it's time to go. Let's go, Jazlyn.
It was this man right here, man.
So, Tommy, can we get a rendition of that morning bathroom song?
Oh no.
Every morning.
All right. So
Question is what's on the playlist?
Get a camera in the hands of Joe and Jazz then.
Oh no.
Alabama sister says there's 2 smart kids. Man, everybody tells us that your kids are so smart. I just don't see it.
Look at the faces.
Yeah, the look of shock and awe right now.
Yeah, Snobby, go ahead and ask him questions. Absolutely.
Oh boy.
Snobby's got a question for you guys all the way from England.
Oh,
There you go.
Zombie?
Snobby, scrap
Oh.
picker.
Oh, I heard zombie because we've been watching The Walking Dead.
So what is
you
the
haven't.
question?
And all that.
Do you see what them Flippin' Gritter said, Tommy?
No, so
He said, so you sing when you poo.
sometimes it's a real shitty song.
Does it often sound like beatboxing in the background?
Sometimes.
Real quick, talking about beatboxing. Okay, so Joesph, he for quite a while was able to beatbox 4 different tones at one time. It was pretty cool, but I can't get it on video because every time I try, he stops. But both of them beatbox, both of them sing, both of them are. Jazlyn loves musical instruments, and guitar,
I
and
wanna
she
play
wants
a
to learn
harp.
how to play the harp.
There you go.
Yep.
Knows how to play the harp.
And then
Harp
I did
is
see
like-
the question.
I see Tommy getting him out on the street panhandling.
What do
Jazlyn
you
wants
want?
to sell bottled water in Vegas on the Strip.
Yes, she does. There, Snobby's question was, what do you want for Christmas?
The Nerf long, mostly.
I
want that more
like
than
the
anything.
Zoom unicorn. That is the Zoom unicorn. That is what I really want because that thing is like it's like the Zoom robot dog. There's 2 things I want for Christmas. It's a Zoom unicorn. Well, 3 things mostly: the Zoom unicorn, the Zoom horse, and the Zoom cat. So I
Yeah.
can scare the heck out of the cat.
So I also want the Nerf long, and I would like a Hot Wheels track that you hang on the wall.
Oh, we have one of those.
Yeah, but they're for the business.
Just put the bargain effect title on business.
You know, and that is one good thing about having kids, especially in their age, because they're right in between that young age and that teenage. So they know like all the hot trending toys all the time.
The
Wait,
Nerf
Yeah.
long.
And they're great. Like when we're out and we're picking up plush, it's like
Oh, that's like
identifying who is this? What movie is he from? You know,
Like-
what's his name? So I can look them up easier because I don't know what all these different characters' names are. So it takes me forever.
like Nightmare Bonnie.
I like
Yeah.
I
Like
like
Nightmare
Five Nights at
Bonnie.
Freddy's. And there's like this.
Smoke a lot more.
There's another thing I want for Christmas.
Oh,
All the FNAF plushes.
Oh,
The
Because
what?
all the FNAF plushes.
See, I don't even know. You do a lot of plush, Pittsburgh. What's a FNAF plush?
I don't know.
Well,
how could you not know?
Tell them what it is.
A lot of the stuff I list, I don't really know what it is. Sometimes I have to actually go to that option where you can take a picture of it and search that way. Just because if it's not on the tag, sometimes I'm like,
well,
wow.
I don't know what it is. So drop some knowledge and tell me what a FNAF
So what
plush is.
the FNAF plushes are, Nightmare Foxy that I had?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's one of them. I was trying to keep him, but Mom wouldn't let me. Because I had him for so long. He was given to me by a friend.
That's okay, but what is
But
it?
what is it?
It's like there's a game. It's like a game, but there's plushes.
They're
just
game plushes.
Yeah, they're like
Liz Ann says Five Nights at Freddy.
yes, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what
FNAF
it
is short for
That
Five
one-
Nights at Freddy's.
Uh-huh.
Well, that would have been a real good
Yeah,
explanation.
Jazlyn.
I know what Five Nights at Freddy's is. I just didn't know it was FNAF.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
know.
it's a
All right.
shortcut. It's a short name. And
Yeah.
they have songs on it.
Okay,
too.
there was
A
a
question.
question up more.
Well,
Okay.
Here's one. I'll work my way up. What's your favorite movie or TV show? One at a time. Jazlyn, go first.
What is your favorite TV show?
Z Nation, and what is it? That's with the blue, like the big, like the Avatar. That's another one of my favorites.
That's cool.
Alright. I'm gonna have to say Final Destination for my movie, and The Walking Dead for my series, like TV series one.
I like The Walking Dead too.
I just started watching it. I have no idea what it's about. So I'm like on the second episode.
Jordan, what is the best part? Helping out your mom and dad?
Okay, what's the best part of helping out mom and dad?
Sourcing.
Mom, I have to say reading. That's what Dad I'm gonna get from Mom.
Hopefully, you better put in an application.
Yep.
Mom gotta print out an application. And Dad, I would have to say, yeah.
There's no best parts about helping dad.
There is
The pay.
helping Dad with
There is a comment
Ship.
up above.
stuff.
Did you see it? Joesph and Careful Tommy.
Yeah, I highlighted that.
Oh, I didn't see it. Sorry.
So reselling addicts, you said something about your son's a Nerf genius and he schools you a lot. I want to meet up with you and your son. Because if I do end up getting the Nerf long, because at Aunt Melinda's or at Aunt's, I do some Nerf gun fight wars. I like with that one, that's the farthest flying one. No, I shoot you first down.
I'm guessing that's the long strike one.
Anyways, so with the normal Nerf gun, they go up to a certain range and they just start getting all wacky and they crash down. And what you don't know is that maybe your opponent may have a Nerf gun that shoots farther than yours, so they have an advantage and you don't. That's why I like sniping a lot. I hide under a bush, and when a player comes, I just pop them, get them.
Reselling Addicts is asking how old these children are.
I'm
11,
13.
11, going to be 12.
Jazlyn's 11. She'll be 12
Soon.
this month. And then Joesph is 13.
So I want to know who your favorite Walking Dead character is and why.
I just have to say the sheriff dude, the one that came out of the hospital.
Oh, Rick.
Yeah, Rick. That
Yeah.
one that had to, Mom, cover your ears. It's a spoiler alert. Alright. He's the dude that Rick had to cuff his hand, him to one of the poles. And there's these walkers came to that building. That was when he was in the city.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was, they came through the doors. Right before the walkers got to the door, the dude padlocked the roof door shut.
Mm-hmm.
So that way the walkers wouldn't get to the dude that was cuffed, because he dropped the key down into the vents. So making him trapped. But he knocked over a toolbox with a hacksaw by him.
Is this coming up to why you like him? Or are you just telling us the episode?
No, it's why I like him.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Merle, huh? Daryl's brother.
And literally hacksawed his hand off.
Ouch.
Okay, Mom, you can uncover your ears.
You want to know who my favorite is? You're going to probably have to wait several seasons to meet him, but Negan.
Negan. Woohoo!
That's my favorite character.
He has two ends. What?
My favorite character in my show has to be Sam. He is I can't remember. Nation. The show is called Z Nation, and
That a zombie show too?
Yeah.
it's like the there's a second version, but there's Z Nation, and Sam is the one from Northern Lights, and I can't remember his code name.
I don't know. But also on it, there's this dude that has the cure, like the vaccine to end the zombie apocalypse.
That's my favorite, and he can walk through zombies without being attacked.
And he had to prove to a group that he can't get bit. So he grabbed a walker that was going by and stuck his two fingers in his mouth. The walker's mouth.
Okay, I'm going to talk about a whole episode. That's not what we're here for. Okay. Well. Oh.
Like, hun, what can you modify with heavy duty springs, Swamp Picker?
I think he's talking about the Nerf guns.
If so,
You can modify the springs to make your darts shoot further.
oh sweet.
Is the Nerf long strike? Is that was the gun you put on for Christmas?
That one I would love to have.
You over there doing research, Nate?
Yep. I just do just. It's just how I'm programmed.
They just ordered like 3 of them on Walmart.com, probably.
Yeah.
Here's a question. This is probably a good time to ask it too, since Mom's not right here. What's the worst tasting food that your mom makes for dinner?
I'd have to say, well, she's not here, so I'd have to say her one mac thing. It's not the chili mac. It's the where she made it. It's the what's it called? She wanted to make it last night while we were in the car, I believe.
Oh, it's just like a goulash type, throw together, clean out the fridge type meal.
Oh, that was the worst one shake ever.
It's one of my favorites.
Goulash was good.
That and I don't really care for split pea soup. The stuff that Dad makes.
Oh, that's what I make.
I just eat it just to be nice.
Well, thank you.
I do the same, but it does taste a little weird though.
Well, good, because we're having it this weekend.
No! The ham is the best part that's in it, but I think it's a little gross.
So, what do you guys got planned this weekend? Anything special? Can't do it. You two, not these two. I know what they're doing.
What?
Well, at 2:00 today, we're doing a working hangout on Nate's channel, kicking off the weekend right.
Right, you gotta do some work.
eBay hustling.
Bring your favorite bearded guy to work day.
Yep.
Oh.
For sure. I mean, just depends on my wife's work this weekend. I know she's early one day and late the next day, so I'll probably do some kind of a long hangout, probably Sunday night, since the Steelers already played. And I don't know. I might try to do a little sourcing tomorrow. It just depends on what time she's going to be home. Peddling Profits wants to know if Joey and Jazz collect anything.
I I collect marbles and Hot Wheels.
I collect mostly like, let's see. Usually some Hot Wheels, like some Hot Wheels, like for like really old Hot Wheels, and puzzle. Right now I'm working on the Matrix puzzle, 300 pieces.
Yeah, she loves to do puzzles.
Nice.
I don't collect anything. My collection is very small. I do collect presidential stuff and
Fantasia stuff.
Fantasia Mickey stuff, but it's hard for me to collect anything because I want to sell everything.
Yeah, I have the same problem.
Yeah, I don't collect anything, even though I would love to keep a lot of stuff. I just outweigh like room, money, room. I'll take cash.
I like to collect money.
Yeah.
I like to collect presidential faces on paper.
Touche. I need to get more of that for my collection.
Right, I keep running out. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a collection that can never be too big.
Yeah, for sure.
If I don't give them out,
And you don't mind
collectors
having
will come get it.
duplicates.
Yeah. Touche.
If I don't pay my bills with it, the other collectors will start coming after me.
Right.
the bill collectors.
Yeah. Touche.
But I actually think that we're probably going to wind it down a little bit earlier than normal.
Cool.
Just so people can get their weekend started. I got a lot of makeup work over the last 2 days to make up for it, and I don't really know what we have planned for this weekend. I don't know if we're doing anything or not.
Before you cut it off, I want to drop another link because I screwed up this morning. I accidentally scheduled 2 videos for today, and the first one always gets drowned out, and that was the giveaway for 1K. So I just want to make sure everybody that's here has a fair chance of winning that giveaway, because we're going to do it next week on one of the shows I host, either Tuesday or Thursday. I might even mix it up and make it a Tommy or a Nate day, just so you have to watch all 5.
Mystery.
But yeah, so the giveaway, Tommy and Destiny are going to make a Pittsburgh t-shirt, any size you want, and I'll pay to get that shipped anywhere in the world. And then I'm giving away $50 credit to my eBay store that you guys can go and basically get anything you want, and I'll ship it to you. So so that's the giveaway. I just want to make sure everybody has a opportunity to win it. So I'm going to drop a link to it, or the video right now. All you need to do is like, comment, and subscribe. Doesn't really matter what you write. Extra points if you mention Nate's beard.
I also put a link in the chat for the working hangout if anybody wants to come check me out. And if you're not subscribed, sometimes it's hard to find me. So click the link and ring that reminder and come hang out with us.
Hey, thanks, Lizanne.
I'm gonna drop one to the kids channel. So if anybody's interested in checking out their weird food reactions.
Yeah, and then Swamp Picker did say something too in chat. I don't know if you missed it.
Swamp Picker, what model?
He wants to know what. Yeah.
For Joseph, the Nerf Long. That's the one I'm looking for.
That's all it's called, is just Nerf Long.
Nerf Long something.
Long strike.
Oh,
Strike.
Nate already did the research.
Is that worth reselling, Nate?
I don't know. I didn't look at Walmart.
I'm sure we're probably gated on Amazon.
Yeah, for sure. And this is really hard to get into.
It's like $50 at Walmart.
Yeah, on Amazon it was.
I paid attention. It's like $49.99.
So yeah, I dropped their channel in, and then everybody's channel that's here on the panel is also in the links below in the description. So I think, like I say, I think we're gonna probably cut her down. Got any final words? You guys got any final words for YouTube?
There's something funny that I want to say.
What?
Oh boy.
So there's this kids thing that like it's like clean, like the try not to let vine thing challenges, and there is one and it's really hard to say it.
Spit it out, Junior.
She's nervous.
Her?
Yeah.
Never.
A light interview.
Never nervous.
Thanks, Joe and Jazz, for spending the morning with us. Yes, you'll do.
Y'all
Y'all.
did
Oh.
awesome.
Yeah, I'll bring it up again. so you
You
can
all
see it.
did awesome.
Oh.
See. Okay. So, and his name is Thomas Andrews, something like that. And he goes, and he like change. He can change his voice. And he made himself sound like Stewie Griffin. And there's a phone going off.
That's right.
Okay. And he did this one, and he does these pranks, and he goes like this. There's this beautiful lady walking around, but she doesn't know she's gonna run into a branch. And he stops, and he goes,
I just got your thing, Nate.
What's that?
and
I
then he
just
just
got your comment.
it's really funny.
All right. Okay, so we're gonna get out. Appreciate everybody coming in, spending your Friday with us. We'll be back on my channel on Monday. Don't miss Nate's working hangout this afternoon.
Much love,
That's-
everybody.
That's always a good time.
Yep.
And,
Go make sure you join our Facebook group too
Yep.
for updates and enter that giveaway because I really want to hook you guys up on one day next week.
Nate, you're doing awesome. You're getting
Yeah.
better each day.
Right?
You're the only one without a heart.
Because I'm the peace guy. All right, so I'm gonna hit this end button here.
Shut
So
it
you guys-
down, Tommy.
You guys got about 20 seconds to say your